And my principal kept saying he wants teachers who know how to hit the reset button every day. And he kept saying, hit the reset button, hit the reset button. But when we see reset, we just see pressing a button and you get a do-over. And when I saw this, I thought about this little acronym, ROAR, 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 R-O-A-R. Who roars? Well, usually when you think about a roar, you think about a lion, right? E.T. talks about the lion and the gazelle, how their perspectives are different, even though, the gazelle knows to run for my life. And the lion also is running for his life because he knows and he sees nutrition. The gazelle sees the next day. You know what I mean? So when you think of roaring, that's what comes to most people's mind. Like, I don't think of a bear. Usually if I think of a bear, I think of a growl. I don't think of a roar. If I think of a dog, I think of a bark. If I think of a cat, I think of a purr or a meow. But when I think of roaring, I think about the lion. And so the first R is to reflect, truly reflect on this year. Write down some of the pros, some of the cons. Write down the celebrations, those moments of joy. Write down those moments of pain, of sadness, of failure, of defeat. And then next, look for opportunities of growth. That's the O, opportunities for growth. Where could I have gotten better to do this better? Or what could I have done better to do this better? And next is to assess your own abilities. Assess your own abilities. That means really look and say, did I have the capacity to take this on at the time that it came about? Or is there something else I need to add to it? That true assessment, just like we assess our kids to see if they've gained anything, we have to assess ourselves like that. I love E.T. always says, you should put your own self on punishment. You should tell yourself no more cookies. You should tell yourself, I'm taking your phone away. And so be honest about your assessment of where you are as it relates to those opportunities for growth. Then hit the reset button. You don't want to hit the reset button with the same mindset, because then you're the same person trying to do that same thing over again without really shifting your mindset about it, without gaining any new insight. When I first started playing 2K on a PS4 this summer, I was a little rusty, but instead of just playing game after game after game, I played one game and was like, yeah, this ain't it. So before I hit the reset button, I went back to the manual. I went back into practice mode. I went back to learn how to pass on the run, how to dunk, how to do these things, how to fake, how to, do all these things. I looked at all those things that I knew that I should have been able to do in the game that would have given me an opportunity to do better. And when I came back, once I hit reset then, I was able to dial in and be successful. And feel like I got my chops back now. But at the same time, if I would have just hit reset and played over and over again, eventually I would have gotten there. But it would have been more trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Whereas if I just focus on, reflect on what was I missing? I had a wide open dunk and I couldn't even lay it up because I didn't know what to do. I passed it backwards instead of taking a shot. You know what I mean? So it's like little things like that will help you. So if I can encourage anybody as you're moving into 2021, roar, make a big noise, reflect, seek out those opportunities for growth, assess your abilities, and then hit the reset button and go be successful, be great, and fill this world with nothing but the joy that you can bring.